Ludwig is a generational fence sitter. Bro has no backbone, cannot stand on anything, and will retract statements, throw people under the bus, and do anything to make sure that he looks squeaky clean. So he hosted recently this event called Beerio Kart. Very original, by the way.
Adrian!
Where he had a bunch of streamers get together, they drank beer and played Mario Kart. Now the drama begins where Ludwig invited his friend named Mango, who's an alcoholic.
Is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
And as you can see, inviting an alcoholic to an event where the main thing of that event is drinking alcohol probably won't end well. And as you can see, no, it did not end well.
You're gonna give me a full shot? That's fine.
Is it like good, like we have something, or no?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
So there's a couple more clips, but you get the gist. He was, a bit out of his way, very drunk, doing stupid things, humping people and stuff, being very inappropriate, but that's when you're drunk and you don't know what's happening. How drunk, you might ask? Just check this clip.
Guys, Mango just blew a .25! Mango just blew a .32.
That is my go.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
So as you can see, friend of the year, Ludwig. Not only did this guy get a known alcoholic to a drinking event, he got into a .32 blood alcohol level, which is a disgustingly high amount if you are wondering. The legal limit to drive is 0.08, and he was at 0.32, which is 4 times the legal limit. He was at alcohol poisoning death levels. That's how bad it was. And, Ludwig out here's casually going, let's raise it, let's get higher, let's give him more drinks. No, you're gonna kill him. This eventually led to Mango being dropped by Cloud9, his gaming org, which makes sense, right? It's a bad look for the company, NBA teams, sports teams, everyone, does this. When a celebrity, athlete, whatever, ends up looking bad for the product or whatever it is, they're gonna get suspended, banned, cut, whatever it is. And it's the same thing here, right? I don't necessarily disagree. He's promoting and showing and seeing to be a bad look for the org, and I don't have any problems with that. However, friend of the year, Ludwig, had this to say.
So I feel really bad about that. And, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. The whole point of an event is, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not
If you look closely to his chat, a lot of them are saying W accountability, and that has everything to say about it. As a host, you have a responsibility to make sure everything is under wraps, everything's okay, and everyone is okay. And he didn't do that whatsoever. He did quite the opposite, almost killing a man. But I'm going to show you this take from Tectones because I agree with it a lot.
And I'm going to say this again. Ludwig, you are just as at fault for what happened on that day when you invite your friend, a known alcoholic, to your party where you will know that his weaknesses, that his vices will be there, and you don't get him kind of drunk. You get him 4 times past the legal limit, double blackout drunk, near fatal levels of intoxication. You point the camera at him, you say, good job, do more. And then you don't make sure he's okay at all. The guy could have died, guys. And I think it's a joke that we're not making the proper people be accountable here.
I mean, he hits the nail right on the spot, right? Like, Ludwig needs to take accountability here, at least do something or be there for his friend. He just kicked him away, said, "No, you're not my friend anymore." Like, he's the one who brought a known alcoholic here. He's the one who pushed a known alcoholic to drink insane amounts. He's the one who almost got a alcoholic so drunk that he died. Like, at some point, you have to look at yourself and be like, maybe I was doing something wrong, because it's not always on the other person. He was just there. And again, when you get to a certain point of drunk or drinking, you're just going to keep drinking and keep doing whatever, because you're almost unconscious, right? You don't understand what you're doing. You can't even process the thoughts or the things you're doing. You just do actions and you don't think about it. So yeah, in general, Ludwig is a spineless coward. We already know this, but this is just showing how big of a spineless coward he is. You know, pointed a camera at his friend who's an alcoholic and made him get insanely drunk and look stupid. And after he got kicked from his gaming org and stuff, just said goodbye to his friend and blamed it all on him. So what a great person Ludwig is. You know, you really don't need enemies if your friend is Ludwig.
Man, all my friends are like party this, alcohol that. And me, I just wants to talk about the political and economical state of the world. I say sophisticatedly type shoe.